Hey guys, what's up? Right away I'm just going to start off this video and let you guys know who the guest host for Monday Night Raw will be next week. The guest host for Monday Night Raw next week will be none other than Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, along with some Pittsburgh teammates. So that should be pretty interesting. As far as the bragging rights pay-per-view goes, for the next pay-per-view, October 25th, after Hell in a Cell, will be bragging rights. The theme for this pay-per-view are going to be matches between Raw and Smackdown brands, which is they'll be competing for bragging rights over which is the better brand. There's also plans to toss in that interactive voting element similar to Cyber Sunday, which bragging rights is replacing. The logo will feature colors of both brands, red and blue, to play off the theme. And so the pay-per-view takes place Sunday, October 25th at the Mellon Arena in Pittsburgh, PA. So, last I heard about that pay-per-view is that the matches were going to be triple threat matches: Raw Superstar versus a Smackdown Superstar versus an ECW Superstar. I don't know if that's changed or not, but this is what was released today. So that's the plan as of today. Now for some Jeff Hardy news. Jeff Hardy will be, as I'm sure most of you know, Jeff Hardy was arrested this past month, and he will be having his court date tomorrow. Tomorrow morning in North Carolina to be arraigned. And these are the official charges. I'm going to read them to you. These are all the charges. There's five charges he's being charged with. The first is felony possession of cocaine, felony drug trafficking of opium, felony possession with intent to redistribute a Schedule III drug, 2 counts of that, and maintaining a dwelling for drug use and or distribution, and possession of drug paraphernalia, which is being counted as a misdemeanor. So those are the charges. Those are the 5 charges that have been bestowed upon Jeff Hardy. Hopefully all will turn out well for him, and hopefully everything will. Hopefully this won't affect his any future endeavors of his. For just a little small piece of information. For anybody that's a fan of that show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, which is on My Network TV tonight at 8 o'clock. The Miz and John Morrison will be appearing on there. So if you're interested, check that out tonight on My Network TV at 8 o'clock. Yeah, My Network TV. Now for the big news of the week, the big news of this past weekend. This Friday's Smackdown, as most of you know, that this Friday's episode of Smackdown is the 10th anniversary celebration, the Decade of Smackdown celebration, celebrating 10 years of Smackdown on television. So all the superstars from every brand will be there, including a appearance by The Rock, if you can believe it. That's right. The Rock will be appearing in a pre-taped segment. He won't actually be there live in person. WWE production crews filmed a promo this past week at his house. So it's just basically a promo like he did the last time, where he appeared on Raw and said he was at his house and he said finally The Rock has come back to Monday Night Raw, and everybody thought he was back, and then they found out the next day that he wasn't actually coming back, and they were all pissed off. So it's just a promo, just something that's going to show up on the Titantron, and if you're watching at home, it'll show up on your TV screen. That's about as close as you're going to get to The Rock appearing for the Decade of Smackdown celebration. And in another strange piece of news having to do with The Rock, it would appear that Dwayne Johnson, which is The Rock's real name, he for some unknown reason, he's looking to be credited as The Rock again. He wants to be known as The Rock now. After he dropped it a few years ago, as I'm sure most of you know. He used to be called Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and But before that, he was just called The Rock. He was just billed as The Rock for movies, even when he wasn't in WWE, even after he retired from WWE. But now, for some reason, he's being billed as Dwayne The Rock Johnson again. And proof of that is you can see that in the trailer for the new animated film that he's in called Planet 51. In the trailer from that, you can hear it at the end of the official trailer. He says Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So it's just a little strange piece of news. And also about The Rock, he was made a shocking appearance at an indie wrestling event. He made his first appearance in a wrestling ring in over 5 years. This was the 27th, September 27th, in Mineola, Florida, which at an indie wrestling event promoted by his uncle, WWE Hall of Famer, Afa Sr. I can't pronounce his last name, but yeah. So his uncle, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year, so he was there to support him, and he was there to support Sirona Snuka, who is the daughter of another WWE Hall of Famer, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, who made her wrestling debut at this indie event. And he came out to address the fans, and he said that he was there to support Sirona, his family, and WXW. And there's also pictures online. If you just go on Google or whatever and look it up, you'll find pictures of him backstage with talking with some people at this indie wrestling event. Now, as far as Raw goes, Raw, I'm not going to do a whole review on it because it doesn't deserve a whole review, because, to be honest, everything other than the last 5 or 10 minutes of the show was awful. So all I'm going to talk about is the end of the show. The end of the show was the gauntlet match between John Cena versus Big Show, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton. Obviously, it came down to Jericho and Cena and Orton, and Orton was about to destroy Cena. Cena was already destroyed by Jericho, and then Cena managed to beat the Big Show, and then Orton came out to finish off Cena, and then Cena points up and then starts smiling, and they have the Hell in a Cell above the ring, and the Hell in a Cell lowers down, and Orton's trying to run away, and Cena's holding him down, so not letting him escape. And so eventually Orton escapes Cena's grasp and tries to escape, but the cell lowers, and he can't get out in time. So then the door is open, the cell is open, so they kind of have a run. Orton runs for the door, and Cena runs for the door to try and stop him. And then they end up meeting up at the door, and then they start fighting. They end up outside the cell. Cena, they're outside of the front of the cell. Cena goes for an FU. Orton grabs onto the cage and starts climbing the freaking cell, if you can believe that. Never mind. Orton starts climbing the cell, and Cena goes after him, and these guys are both climbing this cell. It's not exactly something that you see every day, that somebody climbs this new Hell in a Cell that was constructed a few years ago, which is even higher than the original Hell in a Cell. And when you see these guys climbing this, you should definitely watch a video of this, because when they show the boom camera from the top of the arena, and you see these guys climbing this thing, you really get a good, it really looks pretty scary how high they are. And eventually they both get up there, and they both start fighting, and then Cena FUs him on top of the cage. The cage didn't break, obviously, because it's reinforced, and I was frankly surprised that they even took that risk. But it was a great way to end the show, a great way to end a horrible show. But I'll probably end up getting Hell in a Cell pay-per-view either way. Hopefully it won't be a complete waste of $40, and that's all for now for this video, and if there's any other news, I'll keep you guys updated, and that's all for now. Peace.